So the neighborhood that the house is listed in, we knew we wanted to buy in that neighborhood. So we had been to all of the houses that were for sale in that neighborhood. And you can see the nice house around the corner was done in a style that I don't like. It was more like a country style, and I'm not a country style person, but I could see the potential because I could see what it looked like with nice cabinets and with nice countertops and nice paint and, decorations. But when we saw it, it was vacant. So you can see the size of the rooms. It's a split level, which is not such a desirable floor plan in most places, but it didn't seem to matter in the neighborhood that we were in. People wanted to be in that neighborhood more so than they wanted to buy that particular style of house. But all the houses like this that have been selling are selling fairly quickly. It's not like they're being punished for being a split level. People just don't seem to care. But because it's a split level, it has really high ceilings, and that creates a big sense of openness. So how did I see the potential? Just looking at all the other houses that had sold that were that same floor plan and were nicer.
Gotcha. And what's the timeline for this particular house? Do you have it like mapped out and the things that you guys are going to work on?
So Carl is working on finishing the basement. He's going to build a bathroom down there and then just kind of finish out the walls. And it'll be another living space, but with a door that you can close. So we'll put the TV down there and the kids can watch movies down there or have their friends over. Then we're going to move to the outside and put a nice big deck on the backyard to go with the pool, because we're going to be outside all the time because it's got this amazing in-ground pool. Well, it's a fairly broken in-ground pool. It will be amazing.
There's a big hole back there right now.
There's a big hole. You can put water in it. But he's done a bathroom. He's painted the front room. The kitchen's going to be next year because that's going to be a big undertaking. We're doing windows. I just forgot. The windows arrived next week. It's got original windows from 1979. So they're leaky. They're ugly. They have these weird latches on them that don't quite close. So we're just going to replace all of those in the next few weeks. Do you want to learn how to install windows?
I may want to take a look. Yeah.
Come on over.
I'll let you know.
I can show you how to install sliding glass doors, big picture windows, little bathroom windows, whatever you want.
You already know how to do it?
No, He knows.
Okay.
I mean we, and mostly he.
Yeah. He's been working hard.
He has. He doesn't work anymore. He's retired, and this is what he likes to do. He wants to learn how to install windows. It's really not that hard, but it's really hard if you don't know what you're doing. It's really hard to install a sliding glass window by yourself because they weigh more than you can lift and they're awkward. And, so you need people to help with that part. But then once you get it into place and you screw a couple of screws in there, then it's just, they're in place. It's not going to fall over. Then you can go around and do the rest. And, so he's excited to learn a new skill.
Is it like challenging with the kids, doing this? Okay.
Yes. It's so hard with kids. We have decided though, that we are only going to work on it when the kids are in school. They're in school 7.5 hours a day, 5 days a week. We don't need to be working on this house from sunup to sundown every single day. It doesn't have to get finished. That's another thing about live and flips that I forgot to say is that the whole reason I do this is because it's tax-free growth up to $500,000 because I'm married, up to $250,000 if you're single. That's money I'm not paying any taxes on. When I sell my house, I just take that money and put it right in my pocket, and Uncle Sam sees none of it. It is my goal to one day hit the $500,000 ceiling and then go over it a little bit so I do have to pay taxes on it. But, what a hard problem. You made $500,000 tax-free dollars in 2 years. What a tough life you have. Now you have to pay taxes on, $25,000. Life is so rough. So it's not about not paying taxes. It's about not having to pay taxes through the laws that the government has put into place. So, but you have to live there for 2 years. You can't do this, move into your property, fix it all up in 3 months and then sell it and pay no taxes. That you actually pay income tax on, whatever your current rate is. So that's maybe not the best. Well, it depends on how much money you're making on the property, but I need a place to live anyway. why not turn my house into an investment by making it look nicer? Buying something ugly, making it look nicer, and then selling it down the road. So we don't really have a timeline on it because we have kind of done this a lot. I think this is our 9th one. And we're like, maybe we should just take it easy and, live here until the little one's in 4th grade. So she has 8 more years of school until she's out of high school. And then maybe we'll think about moving, or maybe we'll stay and maybe turn it into an Airbnb.
Yeah. It's a nice neighborhood. I mean, I would see why you would want to stay. Cool people in the neighborhood too. So
yeah, there's a lot of cool people in the neighborhood, and it's quiet. I mean, there was one house across the street from us that had the parents were living there. Their kid moved back in and did meth in the house. So that's the one house out of like 381 that had a drug issue. It's just a nice, quiet neighborhood. So I really like that. It's got an HOA, but it's like the best HOA ever. It's $50 a year and it's voluntary. So I don't even have to pay that $50 a year, but I would totally want to. But an HOA keeps people from doing dumb things like parking 14 cars on their lawn and then never moving them, or parking 27 cars along the streets and never moving them. But HOAs can be really restrictive and ours isn't, which is pretty nice.